Hey, what's up, guys? So today, we'll be breaking down what we're looking for, um, tomorrow, starting for the next week, tomorrow. So, tomorrow, let's, let's go to our first pair, right? So, I believe it starts off on the monthly, weekly, down to the daily Cramson. So let me break down what strategy this is first off. So this strategy is ICC from trades by Psy. So Psy trades like this: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? And this part right here is an indication right here. Once it breaks this, not indication. Um, this part right here is an indication, and then this is the correction, ICC correction, and once it goes back over here, once it goes back over here, oh, sorry about that. Once it goes back over here, what is going on? Once it goes back over here, that's the continuation, ICC. So it looks something like on the lower time frame he trades off a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame, and then he goes down to like a 15 minute or 5 minute, and then on the lower time frame it looks like this. It needs to have a break above the back to the POI, and above that POI candle break, and then now it becomes a continuation back to the draw on liquidity over here, right? So your trade will be just like so. You would enter over here, put your stop on your previous low, and your take profit on the previous high, something like that, right? So that's how trade by Psy um, trades. So let's delete this. So CCT, Cramson's way of trading um, IC, oh no, ICC. His way of trading is he goes to the daily for his day trade, but he checks the monthly, weekly, and daily um, if it aligns with his uh, daily what is that called? Daily view. So he mostly goes on the daily. So his strategy is let's draw. So this is the first day. That's why he has multiple pairs, and these are his pairs that he suggested: AUD USD, Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CHF, USD JPY, USD um, CAD. Oh no, this one is USD CAD, and this one is USD Swiss franc CHF, and this one is New Zealand US dollar, and ZD USD. So back to the strategy. So the candle continuation theory way of ICC um, is he goes on the daily first, and This is the first day, and once the second day breaks the first day, this becomes your new POI, right? And this second day becomes your um, indication. So it looks something like this, right? I'll draw it above. It looks something like this. It makes a higher high, right? And then once it goes down, you go down to a lower time frame. So on the 15 minute, right? On the 15 minute, it'll look like this. Small candles, like that. And it needs to be accepted under the POI. Not wicks. It can't be wicked out and starts to fly. That's why you have to be patient with the strategy. It needs to be fully closed under the POI to be accepted. Accepted meaning respected inside the zone. Once it's inside the zone, you don't trade it yet. You trade it because sometimes it'll keep going down and keep stopping everybody out, and then this becomes your, so once it gets accepted inside, then this becomes your new theory candle on the lower time frame. This is your new theory candle. Like this. Oh, this is, wait a minute, what is going on, guys? Okay, this is your new theory candle. Alright, and then once another candle breaks past the wick, and this becomes your new theory candle, this. And then once it goes up, the next candle, right, it goes up, the POI breaks the POI, body closes above the POI, and body closes above the previous theory candle, which is this. Then that's when you take the trade, and it'll look something like this, right? Under the previous low and above the previous high. So yeah, that's basically how Cramson trades. So yeah, so now we'll look at the pairs, what we'll be trading for the next following day, or the next week. Let's look. So Cramson is very precise on how he trades as well. Just like he has right now on his channel, he has about like 80 something percent win rate, but Sai, he has like 94 plus win rate right now, and those guys are just amazing on how they trade and how they view the market. And one day I would wanna be able to look at the market the way they do. But before this strategy, I wanted to say that I've been profitable doing this strategy. I mean, not this strategy, but supply and demand. But I wanted to trade just on a daily basis, because before I was swing trading from monthly, weekly, daily, all the way down to 4 hours, looking for a supply and demand, and on the 15 minutes that's where my entry is. 15 minutes or 5 minutes, that's where my entry is. So yeah, I wanted to do the day trading just like Cramson. um so let's start on the monthly on the Australian dollar USD, right? So the monthly is looking like we um, so we are on this PO, I mean not POI, theory candle. We're on this theory. Oh, no. Let's look at the theory candle. Made a push, made a push here, and then now we're on this theory candle. And then where's the next theory candle? This is the next theory candle, right? On the monthly, this is our next theory candle. So now we are on a bullish. Now we know that we're bullish because this is a bullish theory candle, right? See how it made a pullback. Then now we broke this. We're breaking this bearish candle, and yeah. So now on the monthly we're bullish, and then on the weekly, let's see. The weekly, right? Over here we was bullish. We'll only be looking for bullish areas to be trading off on AUD USD. Okay. On the weekly, this is a bearish and then bearish. This is our new theory candle because it broke down here, and then next theory candle is was over here, right? And then it broke it again last week, which is this is our new theory candle right here. So let's delete the monthly. So now there are multiple POIs in the weekly. See how it broke this, it broke this, it broke this. Now we gotta mark up all the POIs that we're going to trade, looking to get into. So that's all the POIs, but he suggests that it's not gonna retrace all the way inside that all the way here. Suggests that you look for entries here or here. But this is on a weekly. We're looking for the daily time frame to day trade, right? So let's delete this. So this is the new theory candle. On the daily, let's look. Alright, this was a massive push up on the previous week. So now we look at where the previous candle broke, and let's mark up. See, we marked up the previous week, and it already showed it to us. So yeah, so this is what we look to trade on, right? And this one has it too. So possibly this is a stronger level. The middle is a stronger level to trade on to. So we wait all the way down over here. right? Way here, it goes down, it needs to be accepted down here, and then it goes up, and then candle close up, and then we trade on this all the way up here. So that's our let's go down. So I'll show you how this to enter. So this trade hasn't played out yet, right? Because it did not close. Yeah, it didn't close under yet. See, it only wicked it, wick. So yeah, this is the one I'll be looking for on the next day. Let's flag this as green. And then on the let's look at Euro USD. Let's look at monthly. Alright. So what can you see over here? Where's the theory candle over here? Is it bullish or bearish? Right? So this broke the previous theory candle, so we mark out this bullish monthly theory candle. So now we're inside a bullish theory candle. So now we know that monthly is bullish. And then on the weekly, let's take a look. Theory candle here because it broke the previous, and then over here theory candle broke the previous, and then this. Let's delete this. Alright, or we can mark it first. Let's mark so we know where the monthly is. Alright, so let's delete this box so it's more clear. Alright, theory candle, new theory candle, and then it broke it. This becomes a new theory candle, broke it, bearish, and then it broke it, bullish, bearish. Alright, see how when it's bear, it because the monthly is bullish, right? When it's bear, it doesn't respect the POI when it closes under. It doesn't respect. But when it's bullish, right? It's bullish, and then this becomes the POI on the second week, it respects it. You get what I'm saying? So every time there's a bullish move, that's when we take it. Alright, so right here, this is bullish, and then it comes up right there, and then your stops will, that's a negative RR, so we wouldn't take that. Your stop would have been like this. Oh shoot, hold on. Like this, you would have traded like this, and your stop would have been under this bearish candle, and your take profit would have been right over here. That's only a 0.67 POI, I mean RR, so we don't take that, right? So this week we're on a bullish. So where did it close? It closed here, close above there, and it closed above this. area, right? Close above this area. Hold on. We're breaking down all the pairs today for the next week. So this is my understanding of the way Cramson trades. All right, starts from monthly, weekly, and daily, and see where's the draw on um, liquidity. Does he think the market will move? And he goes on down to the daily to check where he can trade into. So this is the weekly close above right there, and this. So now we go down to the daily, right? So the daily, so this becomes the new theory candle on the daily, right? This right over here, this becomes a new theory candle. Let's delete that. And now where did it close? It closed here, and it closed here, closed there. So now what I'm thinking is it's still gonna make bearish, still gonna be bearish, and it's gonna go down here because this is a strong support. This middle is a strong support. It's gonna go here, and then it'll work itself back up over here. So yeah, let's see what happens after that. Let's make a timer over here. All right, once per bar close. Okay. Oh no, let's go 15 minutes by hits. Oh. Oops. Yeah. Timer. Let's edit this timer right here. Let's time it once per bar close. I don't like it once per minute because it's always notifying me every minute. So I only like it once per bar close. So it's every 15 minutes. Okay, so let's go to GU. Let's look at monthly, see where we at. All right, let's look at the theory candle. Broke, and then this becomes the new POI. This bearish candle, and then it broke again. Bearish candle right there. So now we know that GU is bearish, right? Let's see how because it's bearish, see how this is supposed to be the POI, right? Because this kind of this on this month, October, broke this candle, right? But it made bullish momentum down, so this is supposed to be the POI on this month. So now we can look for a drop down all the way over here for the next month coming, because it's a bearish candle. This is the new theory candle, right? Okay. Now let's go down to the weekly. All right. So my challenge right now is, because I used to trade supply and demand, my challenge right now is my eyes can only see supply and demand just like this, and it's messing with me. Yeah, just like that, and it's messing with me. But we have to delete that, or I have to delete that off of my 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 thoughts on how I see the market, because how he sees the market and how I saw the market before was completely different, and I want to switch my mind on how he sees the market and not break anything that he's been teaching everyone, right? So now we're on the weekly, and we know it's bearish, right? So this one is, I believe, no trade at the moment on the weekly, but on the daily, let's look. See how on the daily made a push up, and yeah. Oh, I think I'm doing something wrong, but this is how I understand how he trades. Alright. Okay. So this hasn't closed on the daily, it only closed over here, and yeah, over here, over here. It hasn't closed above this level yet. So I think it's because the monthly and the weekly is trying to go bearish on the daily. That's why I believe that it's gonna make a new, let's say it's gonna make a new candle like this, and then this becomes your third or your first candle. Once it breaks that, then this becomes the level. This becomes your POI, and probably on Tuesday we'll trade off of that. That's what I see. Okay, so on GU, I'm not looking to trade anything on GU. So let's look at USD CAD. Right, on the monthly, let's see, so it created a new theory candle right here, and it's only the beginning of the month, right? So we're on a bullish momentum right now on the monthly. Now we know we're on a bullish. We go down to weekly and see how it has a supply and demand here. Let's look at the daily. Let's see if there's another supply or order block. See, I feel like this is about to go up because of this supply and I mean this order block right here, because this order block right here made a big push up. You know what I'm saying, whoever trades supply and demand. Okay, so and this is our yeah, let's stop thinking like that. We're trading CCT, not supply and demand. So yeah, weekly, where are we at on the weekly? We're on the bearish move. So we're not looking. So now, once it on this week, if it makes something like this and it breaks that on the second week, it'll go back down. So yeah, maybe on the daily as well. We wait until like Wednesday, right, to make something like this, and then go like this and trace back down on this POI right here, and then we trade, right? I'm probably gonna take out 80%, and after it hits TP, and then wait until this hits, because on ICC this is the indication, right? Indication, correction. This is a correction, and it'll go up, continuation. So that's how, if you guys are stressing all, this is actually how the market moves. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. That this is how the market actually moves, and it can be a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? Until this previous candle breaks, I mean this previous structure breaks, then it becomes a higher high. That's how the market moves. A lot of people are stressing how the market moves, but that's actually how the market moves on a daily, monthly, weekly basis. Even you go down to a lower time frame, that's how the market moves, right? So on USD CAD, we'll have to wait and see what the market gives us. Let's look at UJ, right? On UJ, we are on, what theory candle are we on? Are we on a bullish or are we on a bearish? We are on a bullish because it broke this previous structure, our previous candle. But I feel like because there's a huge imbalance over here, right? This is a huge imbalance right here. I feel like it's gonna correct on this month. That's what I feel. So let's go down to weekly. Alright, we are on a bullish. We're still on bullish. So weekly tap this POI, and it started to move up, but because we're on a bearish, we're not taking any trade. So but on the monthly, because we're on a bullish, we can take trades on the daily. Right, weekly, stop. So yeah, no supply and demand, no supply and demand. Okay, so right now there's no trade at the moment right now. So I think it's about to go up, because this is a low resistance liquidity right here building up. I think it's about to go up. That's what I think. But if it breaks this previous candle like this, maybe on Tuesday, we'll be looking for longs like that, and this becomes our new POI, right? This becomes our new POI, but let's see what the market gives us, right? Okay, let's go monthly. So we are on a bearish theory candle, but let's look at on the weekly. So this is the,
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that.
oh, that's Siri on my iPhone. Okay, so bearish,